Ozone's chemist at the Ozone's Gala capsules. Abeso Yasene. High Sense Ghana. Everyday prices for everyday people. Pepsodent Cavity Fighter. Apostle Papa. Afei. Forever Construction and Consultancy Limited. So pasasi asembie ni hu dia. Ene na efri Forever Construction and Consultancy Limited. Amen Scientific Herbal and Alternative Medical Hospital. Imbus Herbal Mr. na JM Mado and Sons Adaroma. Yeba sisi ya usiafo. Enyumre nonsia kasebo a yede ebremo ewo peace 104.3 FM so yi. Yane amoti enkan eyeme nana ya kese na.
Ohene nana kwame amo.
Afensam no echiremu enie. Ghana soafo ya ohwe sikasam so Ken Ofori ata ene oko Ghana emrahye bedwam. Na emrahye bedwam a okoye no wode yesikasam akohoma bosika ya ye adwuma fi ehon sam no kokokoto udwa na osoafo no cheche ne mamu bebre eka ne ma aban ye de aban eye ne se obetimi aye nso wantumi anye ene ho sam nyina osoafo yi ene kokoto udwa na moma ye tie sene a osoafo no echechire ensem no bi emu
Ora no foriata bogana magese ene ma wodo ye no oman yi mu o titru ne de ye bia ye dibie ne adibi kwa ma no ne koto no Sika ya nya free so no emfaso no nanka wo hwe sika fiase besi sabre ya yebu nkuntai nanka yenya kra nanka 2.8% nanso so bibi nti yase bibi ena kwaka papa mane ya girede enso na bibi so na awie eframa mbo ye na ahwede mu din enti susudia nanka si abana nu se ne ye no amanyi mu o eso mfaso nanka ebenya ananka ojusu senka ebeye 2.8 no enru na momu no ebesi 1.5 na wo kyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛ ye na ayenim sɛ de medi nkan akadada no
Mr. Speaker
kakamure na ama antifo watire so hwi entumi ehu sɛ enfu sɛ srɛkyɛ awoma ɛni to wi sɛ de wiase aman bra wo mo bre ɛne Ghana nso so ye ne ho sa ye dendan ewiase sika sɛ mo hyehyɛ ya wodo ti sɛ kɔba sɛ aman ya dendan wo mo ne wiase sika sɛ mo hyehyɛ ye no sisa ye biba na the sanse sa ye ne yan sisa ye papa aya ekan sika sem ne ntotoye eno kan bi na asa de nanka omu tuso se emfaso ye benya wo de ye o man Ghana ni mu no enru sansusu ye no a eso teye wo ba mane asa nyame ncha de se ye hwe afia de nim 2024 2025 and 2026 dia se de tie bi urade ba ya dum ama ye nyamfaso
GDP or projections, the overall real GDP growth for 2023 has been revised to 1.5% from 2.8%. And non-oil real GDP growth has also been revised to 1.5% from 3%. The downward revision in projected growth for 2023 is an indication of a broad slowdown in the three sectors of the economy as a result of factors such as the fiscal consolidation plan and difficult global conditions. Mr. Speaker, overall GDP growth is, however, projected to rebound to 2.8%, 4.7%, and 4.9% in 2024, 25, and 26, respectively. This is a result of implementation of growth-oriented and structural transformation strategies in the PCPEG. We have, however, been charged in the PCPEG to develop an enhanced growth strategy supported by crowding in of private, domestic, and foreign investment to further boost growth.
And what's and what's and your man Namswama sounds to see a Nanka by 2.8% when Rua a good 1.5 no.
Increase in base pay on single spine salary structure of 30% compared to the assumed 20% for the 2023 budget, partial restoration of cap transfers to the NHIS and GET fund, the impact of the completed DDEP on debt service costs, as well as on revenue mobilization, IMF ECF program disbursement for 2023 of $1.2 billion and reflection of other catalytic financing, including the World Bank's US $530 million, a DPO of $300 million, and emergency projects of $233 million, and expected disbursement of $103 million from the AFDB. Revision in exchange rates, interest rates, crude oil prices, crude oil volumes, and GDP projections, and the need to align 2023 mid-year review to the approved IMF project-supported PCPEG.
And what you reckon for Yata Samba man, yes, sir? Abaini Mupefe Yasika Samoa, and you know, and Susanswa, a debabra womano. Now, so I see a Kiakuman tree, you may say. Abanu, you know, antennae. Above from watching that, I want to say, to Tia. What the open Susanswa, abandoning the best face.
Mr. Speaker, in the 2023 budget, government outlined a series of measures to mitigate the impact of the severe economic challenges and also to preserve growth. These include the implementation of flagship programs such as the One District, One Factory, Planting for Food and Jobs, Phase 2, Strategic Anchor Industries, Infrastructure for Vertical Education, Ghana Cares, U-Start, Agenda 111, among others. Mr. Speaker, within the context of our IMF-backed PCPEG, these interventions assume greater significance in promoting growth and medium-term fiscal consolidation. In addition, as stated earlier, we are pursuing a social protection agenda to mitigate the impact of adjustment on the vulnerable.
Ebio, Amra Watina ni Esi Ghana Yatwo Outwasono. Orakano for Yataba Manyase. Na emfaso nanka abanu anasika pudu nanka aban ayebeda sane sabeka efree vat mu no abansa nka na so asedan ka urade abansa nka nyina no etwa wodo aka a eno no enda fanwa yetu ewo oman yi mu ene ne ton eso no ende akosoro papa na no na wo kyeremu se esan ya nu ni ntina boy pa ama ba ne se ye wie peye na wo hwe eto no a wo ba mane se nanka aban ya hwe se wo begidi no nya sonfaso e free oil a ye tuwa Ghana ne dia ye toton no amane sa esan wi ase gama so se de oil ne bona ya na edi ade ncheche ne na ekosoro ochina na aba fom anya de ni na kan bi ana abana fa na niensi emfaso bum se obenya de free fanwa ye toton wo Ghana ne dia ye tu no so me mo se dan kewurade se etwa wodo bi aka ene de nyame adumunti ya jeje ye me nya so mfaso.
At the time of presenting the 2023 budget, benchmark revenue crude oil prices was $88.5 per barrel, was used to project petroleum revenue for 2023 in line with provisions of the Petroleum Revenue Management Act. As amended, recent global economic developments had led to a decreased demand for crude oil. Therefore, consistent with Section 7 of the Petroleum Revenue Management Act, the average crude oil price has been revised to $74 per barrel, down from the price of $88.55 per barrel used in the 2023 budget. Accordingly, the total petroleum receipts have been revised downwards from 1.48 billion US dollars to 1.008 billion, representing a 32% decline.
Now, reckon Oforiata Ebogana Abanieno. Okanya bedru akwanya abanyaye. Eno so nyamianum ni petiko. Ade ne won pe NPP aban wo yasem no beka se eba na kwanya abanye bi. Wo se abanyaye papa. Na wakazo yini na 11. Se quotation na adaje babo yen. Na nso so baby a wo bekan ade se eto ene adabafo wo mo fa kwan no so. Eye atiasefo adansefo. Wo se asenfo su eko asenpra so kwan ni sei. Phase 2. Wodi obi ankono ankoye no nkotwa se afikura wo kwan no so mfa metra mansan so oboa. Se akaka krebi na aba na wie. Phase 2 numpo de wo wie mpo. Amaju yi kra yakotwa omam ebia no. Accra Tama Beach Road. Lot 1 and lot 2. Ani sei aka kakrebi na ya tin se firi we no krampo de owe aka lines na was say white you did tutum na enchanchen no you do what dey maybe see so say the be ya reflector adra for dro nyum wo mehu ade enu say kura ka fa so kura ma ne yeye afinu ngwa barrier wo mo fa kwan no so ehu interchange aba no eye wo ho gidigidi kokumase na kobisa Lake Road abono kwa no so oboa ade se wo be ka kiro se aba na eye ebio na wo wi ase nsuo twa ya na montimonka no ejan se eshanti ema nsuo yiri abanyi tremu bagaya na tumia fa nsuo dodo no a ofri kuma se you overlapping kopie mu secondary chakrade na ko hwei eno nso so abia ni gu kwan no so pa wo ye nya asam keto akra tema flawo kwan eno sei 30% wo mayiwie ensa wo mafanko eno wo mafa kwan so beka se wo bu no amu nchichemu a eduonu nsia de abana ye bechem techimentia akuma dan kwan no abanu gusu den aguna nkwanta ekota kwan no so contractor ntonko won na wo ho oguso eye adwuma ne den akwan de wasenso akase wo kan aja fedadun.
Mr. Speaker, the following projects are at various stages of completion. Work on 31.2 kilometers Asin-Fosu Asin-Praso portion of the National Trunk Road N8 was completed and commissioned in June 2023. Accra Tema Beach Road, Lot 1 and Lot 2, 79-89% complete respectively. Construction of a 3-tier interchange at Nungwa Barrier is ongoing. Development works on the Kumasi Lake Road and drainage extension project 98% complete. Selected roads in Sekondi and Takrady Phase 1 is a fifth of the way complete. Tema Flower Road is 30%. In Samao Fanko, 26%. Reconstruction of Techimentia, Akomadan Road, 64% complete. Reconstruction of Aguna in Kwanta, Takwad Road, 34% complete. Phase 2 of Obechavili, Lamte Circle interchange and other ancillary works, 86% complete. Construction of a 4-tier interchange at Swami in the Asanchi region to commence. Construction of 50 prefabricated bridges in all 16 regions and continued in 2023 are 86% complete. Design, fabrication, and delivery of 87 steel panel bridges is ongoing with 45 bridges delivered. New bridges under construction at Trifu-Praso to separate vehicular traffic from the railway line is 93% complete.
And what you say? Abaya ba promu say we akwan ya abanya ni abra wo ye wo maga na ncho ni nchazo to nchen ya akwan dada na wo ho no ya me anim ni ebi nya se de mu otutu no enye kura aka afaso kura na ka net so wo se abanya hu na abanya ba be se mansin district assemblies no kutupa na akwan ya akade nyina band be ma wo mo na wo matumi ayeye na ka afaso a passenger for ne ka ni na ate kwan no so de wose weyi eya ban sese ya woni ankrankra ba be ka bomu eya sese ya wo IMF anamonto ni na mu a wo hwe se akwan ya enye no so de be siesie aye ni ye.
Government will embark on a community roads improvement program to increase productivity and facilitate the transportation of food crops. District assemblies will be given complementary equipment to ensure that their local roads are motorable throughout the year. Mr. Speaker, this notwithstanding, government remains committed to improving road infrastructure in line with the fiscal consolidation plan in the IMF-backed PCPEC program and in partnership with the private sector. Mr. Speaker, the road sector's public-private partnership program for the financing, construction and management of road infrastructure has 2 projects at different stages of preparation. Phase 1 of the Accra-Tema motorway extension project, 31.7 kilometers, involves the reconstruction of the motorway. The concession agreement and draft engineering, procurement and construction agreement have been finalized and will be laid in this House. The development of Tema arterial roads will be structured on a PPP basis using the build, operate and transfer model. The appraisal of the project is ongoing.
Akan oforiata no kasa wa mrase bedwafie media budget nkoma na de bomu yi. Ohurisi enam che adwumedie so. Na no oba mane se nyame adom yen ama epo awo Ghana. Epo awo Ghana so nam wom kama. Na yenu se nam che adwumedie wo Ghana ase no. Ade ba kwa na ha adwen pa wo ho ya premix no a subonto no. Afarefo de bekopo akwache na maji so munya bigum. Na no aya na ne che no etumi de atwede boba etumi de manson ba ntaba ye se obeye automated vending machines ewo your friend saying bitches awodo no bebia afarefo egbo ekopo no wodu besi wo na abu ama premix no te say the filling station ja akwa ya no akwa bu na wokoyi eno no manson bia ne atwede bo ebia ma ho wasa bandits na nuzi so obeye baako aduonum 50 se waka se de mu aduasanson abanya ye waye bu elmina choko enunungwa awokwa afarefo ofisama yi beka kire wo na no so bi sa se na dumiansa na aka na da ban ano so 2023 afeyin ko na wiye no aban beye ni na soso ano se ebiewu aban de anomabo fishery college aba baba be kire enam mu adwuma papa na yenu ose yesi kura wie ama fia ya be cha for edition for amomako fishery college nim akwa kusua de.
Civil works on phase 1 of the Anomabo Fisheries College project is complete and enrollment and training of students will commence by end of the year. As part of efforts to prevent diversion and hoarding of premixed fuel, which results in acute shortages, 37 out of a target of 50 premixed automated vending machines were installed in various landing beaches at Elmina, Choco, and Nungwa, among others. Government will install the remaining 13 automated vending machines by end of the year at various landing beaches across the country. Government has also piloted the use of electronic monitoring systems on trawlers to help check illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing practices.
Now, Akan oforiata free and amchiaso no. Anu aban srawe. Anu asen srawe so. Ehwa no ya bia aban ani ku ho papa. Na aban na mo ne sese ya wa ye de wura tourism srawe mu no. Aban no de sinani se enko wiase no na se yebu nkunta wo mo me ban srawe o Ghana no. O pepepini akire. Oya kwa me nkroma mizilium ya yakwa kwese wo kama. Ase unna menu wana jopa ho fe no anya de ketoni na kan bi ene miaye awdo bi nso abade asinani so se woni ankrankra a wo mu di akotene e won srahwe adwuma mu no beto kase afa adwen atu anamo aye nsese ya amanfo ni be kan Ghana pa se on beba nsrahwe.
Mr. Speaker, to make Ghana the tourism hub for the West Africa region, the domestic and regional tourism campaign that Experience Ghana, Share Ghana was intensified across the country by government. Our goal is to complement this campaign. The Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park which was redeveloped and modernized with support from the World Bank and other development partners, was commissioned by President Akufo-Addo on 4 July 2023. The redeveloped park will boost domestic and heritage tourism and is expected, Mr. Speaker, to attract over 1 million tourists annually.
Media budget as empana said the Abantra de Mauraka no Furiata or for the San for mine. Or come na sebe fio kwa kan country Ghana ne wiase adasan na no. Ebi ana ya kan kan yamamu.
Na osofo no amfanso ha o se ye ka sei Ghana sikasem no ase adan ne ho ano no kan na nka budichi kofom kra ase Ghana kra efre obi kra afiri ade won nchen nipa no pese obehwe Ghana nim kra nanso sesi aye ka sei nyame adoma ne ma hyase edane ne ma dane yie pa edema Ghana ya owani da so pa ase afimpinu ne aduonu miensen enko yie no na ase ne enema esi etie no Ghana sikasem no akoyie chen afi ya etwa mu na wose sania ye budget no a ye na ebo ana bosumi du ba ko no emu no na wode enkontabu a efa afirisi kasem nyina besi ebo na September bosumi na wieye no na eye enti na afi no pa mu se ya no aba we se ne ma wode wani karikari se obetimi aye no ubedu hu ana na ogidi ye se afimpinu na duonu miensa enko na wieye no de na esi kasem no ene ma dane.
Country was going through a dire period of economic uncertainties and despondency. Mr. Speaker, we have turned the corner, and more importantly, we are determined to continue down that path. Soon, we expect the measures taken resulting in economic activity and anything experienced in the history of the Fourth Republic. Our plans and programs should soon lead to a sustained increase in domestic production, including manufacturing and farming, replacing many of the products that we are used to importing.
Na eno echi eno wo kan se ye Ghana sika no so sika no a ye de ye adwuma no ye sidi no a ye die no na ho oden so kofom pa na anya bi ekura no be o hanche mu aduonu de etifri sika na ho oden so eno ka ho bi ena ama ye ho akire yen pa sa wo kan nyina bomu a ye sidi no afempinu ene aduonu baako efri kita onsa bosumi no mu a kokosi January bosumi mu afi we mu no na sidi na ho oden be ye wo hanche mu aduonu mienu akiri po baako 22.1% de na efri so.
Cumulatively, the Ghana cedi depreciated by 30.0%, 21.2%, and 25.3% against the US dollar, the pound sterling, and the euro, respectively. This, compared with an appreciation of 3.5% against the euro and a depreciation of 4.1% and 3.1% against the US dollar and the pound, respectively, in 2021. And gross international reserves declined by 3.47 billion US dollars to 6.238 billion US dollars to 2.7 months of import cover. Mr. Speaker, on the fiscal front, there were several key developments in 2022. Government sought to, among others, strengthen its fiscal consolidation program, which commenced in 2021. The objective was to gradually return to the Fiscal Responsibility Act thresholds of a fiscal deficit of no more than 5% of GDP.
Ghana so afọ awes kasem so Ken ofori ata e de sansem itudwa ene e wo emrahye bedwafie.
Na ensemu a wode tudwa ne de doso. Emra wo wura humasia education wo no wo ba amane se. Ye na ye ni mabanse se ya wode ye aduane ma school kwada di fili. Capitation grant yi. Na capitation grant mu na Ghana school feeding program no ehye. Ye no se 2021 ekozi 2022. Aya afia atwamu no. Na enkwada no a school feeding ti wo mani agi school ho. Amo mo ntena fia wo mo sha atade ba school no. Na ekosoro pa 6,048,897. Na wose ye babedru 2022-2023 ne de oh na nyam kwa dodo anu ana obi ase kai won ka fie wana mpede de se ko school na nya aduane di free di mo ye funya kutu bu anu hyan se mutia ya kokon won de na sua de keke anya nkwa no kwa na eko every 6,048,897 897 about 6,114,302. Now I don't know what sense I would they call or how much chichimua. Can in an anquada a school feeding inti. Now what about school no? Now you're 1.67%, but in a got 3.8 million. You know, we are no Obama, yes, sir. Now, some one on school feeding, no, and some people by ya say, I to a radio, so. One more woman near the animal could die. No, Mr. Bad Wamaka. And no one to know a woman near the animal could die. So we had the animal could die, Anthony and Chamua, Anthony and Trim. Contum resti why I man crazy woman. Now, and one not in Hungu baby. As I want to contum no one more manson. By then, your baby man could raise woman, not by the essence and really says a cow. Was ya buying? Yes, it can be our sort here. Edema Wamwa, when we had the animal Cadano and a million was see we never boa. I'm a banished you do ever, and you say you will know every pay.
Under the Ghana school feeding program, coverage increased considerably from the 1.67 million beneficiaries in 2016 to 3.8 million beneficiaries by 2023. The feeding grants cost per meal, per child, per day increased from 1 cedi to 120 for the 2023 academic year. We have also settled all arrears owed to caterers under the program for the second and third terms of the 2022 academic year and the first term of the 2023 academic year. The capitation grants contributed to increased enrollment in public basic schools from 6,048,897 pupils to 6,114,302 pupils for the 2022-2023 academic year.
And what then was say about a technical and vocational education and training TV at Noa. I bind this I don't cast a pan, say. And maybe to true or Ghana, I say no. Edward Best technical and vocational education in the moon. No more identity yet, teacher ones and new man. And only the Yashua Bank as I am a do my own to Mission USA Kim. And your woman, you will do my ya, when you said this and also. What application letter my envelope, writing part the whole area where you are, and son when you do my yet. Was you ever one my Mabuna said you about Dobrania Santa Wabrabumua? Woman and a mantrano, a trobecha.
Under the free senior high school, technical and vocational education, the government continued with the construction of 9 state-of-the-art TVET centers to offer modern facilities and equipment, enable effective skills training, and empower young people with the relevant skills required for employment and entrepreneurship. Under complementary education for underprivileged groups, including out-of-school children, government commenced the implementation of Cycle 8 of the Complementary Basic Education Program in February 2023 with a total enrollment of 5,000 learners as at end 2023.
Now, Akan for Yata every woman siano, and Wabranti, ye, Ekojina Apomudin Quanta, and Obama, yes, say na yenim, Yaria therefore could you ya. Wabassin Saman Sankomo Bedia we COVID-19. COVID-19 by ye. Wobia himself, I'm a walk crack bedia. Now COVID-19 by and one fagana one channel. Now so Saturday came right then. As answer say, any animal two. Ah, by your sister, yenti. And my COVID-19, a wood D and some money a dear. I will be brimney, we are some ambition. Yano went to me a man home as a sa, yan less a cry. What's your COVID-19 by ye? I might be dead be any pay at a constituency be munipa. Gomu say ya Nanso Ghana. Dodwa yenya 171,653. Nano Obama yes sir. Wamuna mu ewu ye no. Na ewomu say yade nanso so na nnoso. Te say aman bi dia ya ne womu bu nkonta nom do mu say gomuti bobina no. Wasi ebiewu wo hwe COVID-19 ba ye titru ni Europe. Said the siku nipa no. Anya sa wo Ghana. Ene said the chin crofo wo aman bi so anti dodo sa wo Ghana. E wo se ma ba no emomo. E wo na montuo ntempa ba no tuye. any COVID-19 in the face.
Over the period, the country has gone through extremely difficult circumstances. During the COVID-19 period, we indeed lost family members and friends. But it's also true that Ghana recorded some of the lowest cases of mortality and infections worldwide. This was due to the implementation of a swift and robust COVID-19 response program led by His Excellency the President. We recorded 171,653 COVID-19 cases and 1,462 unfortunate deaths, as against 10.8 million cases recorded and 228,738 deaths on the African continent alone, and 249 million recorded cases and 2 million deaths in Europe.
Akan oforiata no na enu akire yi na edom kuma wom na se badwafie minority wakasa wie ya no omso se yo wakasa wie a mate na Kejela to Forsen a woye minority leader wakasa ya wo kyeremu se wo matie dia kan oforiata fotosanfo ka ye no na dom be kan se emfutro no ba parliament betugu Ghana fuoni titru ne dia wakan ye se Ghana sika sem bebia na ehye no na ese wanko na se yelo sisi na nso so eneyi epie aba pete mu amayehu se Ghana yesika na esum kumo ekata so no ehanya toso wo se no de anyame anim ni petiko wom ne ya adwen enye
that he has successfully turned the corner. That can never be the case. In fact, according to Adongo, he's not even close to the corner. What he has successfully done, indeed, is that he has deepened the woes of the ordinary Ghanaian. I say this for a simple reason, because of certain factors that the statement has outlined. First, he has revised economic growth from 2.8% of GDP to 1.5% of GDP. This clearly shows that the economy is contracting and it is declining, and obviously it's going to affect jobs and the welfare of the ordinary Ghanaian.
And what then was say? Wakubi and so Akan oforiata kan yesa Ghana sika sidi no. Nyamia ya aduma ma hoden abam. Ama yesi no ma numu no o ma numu so peja. Ama woni dollar no, ja wo matie gina. Dollar na hoden de ye na ye nim wosoro de na so sidi ni so enye mere saa. Eno na honorable Dr. Kejela to Force ne ba mane se. Eno no amne ne ya adwen enye yi. Esan se eka ye de ewo amanone no. Abiribia ye betu nwa na mo so eka no ye hu bibi no. Ema ye sika sidi no na hoden so te.
Has to do with the fact that he's saying that the city has stabilized. Our brothers and sisters from the media, the Ghana city has stabilized relatively because we have defaulted in the payment of our external debt. If you were to look into the budget, by this time we should have serviced our debt, external debt, approximately 11 billion Ghana cedis. Because we have defaulted in servicing our debt owed to Eurobond lenders, China, Saudi Arabia, India, UK, Japan, France, Czech Republic, and many more countries. I don't know of Togo, but it could be that we owe them. But because we owe all these countries and because we have failed to service this debt, we have made some savings that is supporting our balance of payment. It is not because he has turned the corner. By the end of the year, as early as January 2024, we will start servicing this debt. And if we are to start servicing this debt, don't be surprised that our currency, the cedi, will start depreciating once again.
Kejela to Force na ye minority leader. Emra Akan oforiata ede media budget no. Emu nsam tu dwawie ya wo fra press conference na odin sam yetu dwana. Our press conference ni mu ene ekwam na sebedwafia finance committee ranking member honorable Ajika Dongo was so appointed ko ne chance anu apem enti nansam no a honorable Kenoforiata beka ye ewam na sebedwafie no finance committee ene adom kuma wo mu ko machi na nyame ya adom wa Ghana fo otena obi an peta kran yinasum ene kwatem bad na nasum nna ho ejan sensem de otena wo mbeka bi pa wo na sebedwafie Wombe Bowra Bank of Ghana and some of the fro bebano. Ya better me ye masi. Any baby I can wa. What's wrong come ya Ghana for Becca? Hey.
Government debt that they have impaired of 48 billion. You will see that the Bank of Ghana has a whole of 22 billion. So it is not government. And you come here and say you have turned the corner. What this means is that the Bank of Ghana itself, as we speak, is not fit for purpose, because Bank of Ghana, as we speak today, cannot undertake monetary policy without printing money, because it doesn't have money. And yet you say you have turned the corner. Tomorrow we will tell him whether he's even on site. But today this is just on the surface. But you know, they released the Bank of Ghana auditor report on Friday, hoping that Saturday, Sunday will be attending funerals and churches. And then Monday, Ken Ofori-Atta will take our attention away. Tell the governor, after tomorrow, we are back to the Bank of Ghana audit report.
Yabano Bafa, one more Rasebe Jeffie. Emmanuel Akoli ni William Gentu, and a cabo more woman, Diamond a buy.
Afei yanko ahomaswe. We no economics brofo. Yanu mu a ye de eja. Yesi ye bepe bibi aka akire mo, ne esie ne aka akire mo ya nti ase. E ba sa agisi economics fo no ho. Na enanwumre yi ye kɔ na yakwa kopie mu ewo Kwame Nkrumah Suapon kesie mu ewo Kumase. Associate Professor of Economics ewo Department of Economics Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology Professor Otin Abeyi. Prof, Peace FM kasi abosini ya mwadwo.
Yeah.
You. Ya da se passe wanya ye ho adaje wada Roma. Ya na wa ma ne so kakra bi aka ho amaye.
Yo.
Na Prof, me ba jaw Ken Ofori-Atta Finance Minister no wasisen.
Pacho budget no very ready. Na ye shemo be bosumin wachiachi ni November 2022. Ken Ofori-Atta de mkotabuo eda omanyi ni mu bekyere omanyi na sa mkotabuo no ye budget no frɛ no nkabomu budget na budget no esusu nioma kakra se COVID ba ni ho akyire Russia Ukraine ho nsensem no ma omanmu yesika sem eni dwedisem eto chimaka krana ekofom kakra no ntino o ye nhihye bi se dia fiwe bi ebewie no ye 2023 ke ebewie no na a friend says chimana o mai no ekomu no nka eho wotimi atenetene no kakra no ntino budget ni mo no o draw say nke be restore physical and debt stability bi ne say aban no de kaye ntino very kwan bi so ebe ma ye man no ye kasem no akofo mama ye na no bedwo amaye na o mo be hwe saa de na free friend is state owned enterprises a car de ne ade ne aban ne mo ka de afesu ye be hwe inflation eye no ma bo cost no intentem no ya hwe na nke ya jo ano abra afi no bedro na afesu so ya hwe exchange rate ya sika ne amano ne sika ensesan ye no so no ye be hwe na nka Ghana sika cedi no emu ayedin and that's what they say ye be structural reforms na ya hwe kwan bi so a investors omoba omanmu na so omoti omanmu no omoso anya arehemu na confidence kakra na eno echi no nka Ghana yetimi anya hoden ne dia kowura amano ni dwemu a yetimi de bobosia ne ade no sambre no di nti okata ne se Ghana yetimi nkwa amano dwaso nkobobosia ebi se ya topuno no enam se yeka ewosoro eno tikura na me akopie IMF no another thing our kind so say yeka ye dinin tina ama ye credit rating ye Bosnia bo steady sibo ye homodin ye chia eka no ama ye ratings ikofo mu ye fa ntino nka o ye nhihye we wia ebetimi ama investors no any credit market no ama ye kwan ni asani on abedifia said be Ghana ebetimi aton ye bond na nti wo hwe sa anyoma we ni na chia de dan chen say wo hunu say enam say ye pe ye gitwo okromo anoma asika ye pe ye nya nti no obefa kwan bi so nanka wama yetimi agigitwo na afeso so aban sika susu die no susu na ye expenditure no susu no nke yate so enti shewe na November mo de betu ye nim na ye said the emirati no edru afini finfin a aban no sa ba be church say nyoma na oye no sa akosu ya na say nkosu yi eno na kenoforiata be kan ho asemone na nsesan e bia esi anata aba no wo dia tudwa enti wo hwe 2022 budget November be ready chair no ka say oman no ye GDP growth when no no chere say ye mo modern eboni na nyoma ye produce ni ade nyina na e be nyini akobe 2.8%. And I'm saying you or has you on my mum, you know, a fork and watch it. And no Tasha said, in cat or minor, I finish bedroom the inflation, also so non care 354 now, near one now, Babe 18.9%. Osha San your my way are or the best share now, and ne waba ababa catcher say, and society biaba, and Tino, yenty agency course. And the science was the abano. Or the compared to the chair now. And ne wa catcher say, it say, or mine being 2.8, you know. They say, what the son, no, they are babe 1.5%. I just say, or mine ain't meaning calling say, your friend economic growth, no. Inflation so an always think I do. A minor, a few 18.9 or so. What the son no afini bedru no inflation them the cover 1%. Budget review share say I want try you come no a drew timer ye be try na bibia ye kama. Now so share macroeconomic target here what the same year. Na e ntwa ho ne atwa ho ana say the bia no e mo be yetin. Enti we no mo ye ensem bia odi tubia o ka bebrede wa ka bia fa IMF dwumadie no ho wa ka bia fa debt exchange won ye wa ukoto aban bond ene enti san ya ye bia san say katika benyan wo nya ne sa ya ma o haircut na ye yuti ho o ka ni nyina bi fa ho enti na ubi sa ya metima ka say de obekan no ebi no
Prof, yani a yentem economists brofo no ase no niam miensa na ye hwe ewo budget yi mu titiro ni se ne ye de car yentimi ntua yakobosia bonso a yenya bi na de ekokopie IMF ho no sesei ye gina sen afei o kire bibi a ye se be ya inflation a akosoro no ebeba fom na wono mu a aban di omuka ewo mamu bitise contractor fo ene ade no so no o kire kwan bi a wo fa so a obetimi atua sa sika no ana
so wo hwa budget here obekika kire yi kire say aban fikadie ye expenditure no ekofom ba wo hwemu a ebi ne de wo kan na say aban deti contractor for kanibedifo bi ka ontua ye ntise sika no ye kasa aban expenditure no kofom a na ebi antisa because nka aban na adwen se nko betua sa kwankwan yika na nka public expenditure no nka be kosoro eye breaking so no nya aban nko a na efu nya finance minister nko a na efu in fact the whole economics mo a inflation no yes inflation is a monetary phenomenon na say inflation ye mamutika a ye sika so we ni pansem ana sika dodo e bank Bank of Ghana stem and a Bank of Ghana bo monetary policy sika sem nhihye ya bosume miensem bia mo be chechire mu o hwa na wotwe echi na Bank of Ghana be ka chere say na say inflation no mo ko a enkron ni no impo interest rate that bosia bo aye boso no omo the base rate no kwa 30%. Inti we no nyina chere say ofun inflation kun ne mu aye den media de make to ne say aban no enkoso ne Bank of Ghana enkoso no mo nya chije ebetimi ama inflation ya so anu media me hwehwe mu nyina chere say be e ni esi ye ni esi ye de ko inflation no me gidi say enye ho na ye hwe ehin na o se hwe ehin no mo hwe mu nka ne safe asa na ehin na o se hwe be bia me de me gidi say Bank of Ghana hwe no bibi e no consumer price index say ukodwa so a yen ekoto nyoma no be se di ti to nyoma na so me dem gidi say dudu na emu no eye nyoma wholesalers nyoma omokoto ana say foreign import nyoma ekoto no eye ade bia edi inflation mu akotene pa enti eye policy bia na monetary policy hye bia yenhwe PPI aye no producer price index for no development yehwe ho ye a eno no di kan ansa na ma nyoma aye toy PPI no edi ekire yefre be the need and the large enti mimi gidi say producer price index ne die ni mu na nka consumer price number say Bank of Ghana etimi twon ni gina ho na afesu so aban so timi de won ni cost producer price index no ni eye bibi ma cost of doing business ne